So it's very important as a photographer that you are getting prints of your photographs. Whether you're getting prints for clients, you're getting prints for yourself so you can see your work, it's very important in the process. And sometimes that often gets overlooked. But when you actually get to have your photo here in hand and hold it, that's very nice. But when we are looking for the perfect printers, that can become an issue. If you're anything like me, you don't have any good local printers. All I have options to is like Walmart, Walgreens, and things like that. Now, to stick a few photos in a family photo album, that's probably going to be okay, but I don't necessarily want to hang those type of prints on my wall. So that's why I want to talk about my two favorite printers here today. I got a somewhat affordable option and then just a super high quality option, and I love them both. Today we're going to be talking about Mpix and White House Custom Color. Let's hop into it. So you can see this image here was actually printed out by Mpix, and I think they're a great affordable option if you want to print out your artwork to sell, if you want to give it over to clients, when they purchase packages, or if you just want to hang it on your wall. I think they have a great amount of options for you when you go to their website, from wall art to prints to large prints to different types of products and things. They're a little bit more on the commercial side, but I think they still do a fantastic job at the printing process. Now, if you want to go a little bit more into the fine art route, you could go with White House Custom Color. And I don't know why I'm showing you these prints like this, because they pretty much look the same. Where you're really going to tell the difference is when you feel the textures of the papers that you order, the type of coloring process that they actually go through. And one of the things I like about White House Custom Color so much is that there's a whole big process that they do to determine if you're going to get things the way you like them. So what I typically do is I will order a batch run of test prints before I do anything. So for example, maybe every so many months or each year, if I start changing my editing process, whether that's through presets, the type of camera that I use, different lenses, I will order just a few small prints first just to test the colors, make sure everything comes out properly before I put in my big legitimate orders. And that's something I would suggest everybody to do as well. Because the last thing you want to do is send off a massive order of prints and then all of a sudden you get them in, the colors don't sync up to what you saw on your computer screen and everything's all out of whack. But in my personal opinion, I feel like both Mpix and White House Custom Color are great for multiple reasons because, I mean, at the end of the day, they are pretty affordable. The quality is unreal. There are lots of options for you as far as different types of prints to get, and the turnaround time really is not that bad. Most of the time, Mpix or even White House Custom Color will give me a set range, like let's say maybe it's a week. For the turnaround time, I typically get that sooner than later. So I do like that aspect. Sometimes it is scary if you're on a rush or a deadline to get images in quicker, but just know that most of the time you are going to get them sooner. Because the problem with going to some place like Walmart or Walgreens or whatever is typically the people that are there aren't really dedicated to the print process. You know, they may not love and care about what they're doing to the same degree that someone working at an actual print company is working towards. Now, I'm not saying that's the same for all associates, but I have met people in the past, especially like CVS or Walgreens, where photo associate was not their only job title. They were actually like a cashier, and they just basically had to go over and do the minute stuff. And you know, at those locations, they don't really put that time and effort into making sure you're getting the best print possible. It's more or less just another part of the job for them. So that's why I like going through expert printers, who that's their whole job and livelihood, is because I would like to hope that they at least have a little bit of more care into the imagery. And you know, when I'm trying to sell prints to my clients, I want to make sure I have the most high quality prints possible because I want them to be impressed. Now, the pictures that I'm showing you here today are actually some of my fine art archival prints that I actually sell in consignment shops locally, and at one time actually sold these online. So I want these to be premium paper, a premium printing process. Now, if I'm just ordering small prints for myself, I'm just going to go to Mpix, get the 4x6s, and you know, I'm not really going to care about that paper if it's just going in like a photo album or something, because it's going to look great regardless. But if you are looking for two really great printing options, I highly recommend both of these. Mpix is as simple as just signing up, uploading your photos, and printing. With White House Custom Color, there's a couple other steps that you do have to go through, but it's well worth it. And I don't know if they are still doing it, but when I had signed up about a year or two ago, they actually gave me free test prints just to make sure everything was going to be calibrated properly before I did order my legitimate prints. So before I went and dumped a bunch of money in photos that were going to come out looking nothing like what I planned, they actually went through the process with me to be able to calibrate everything, make sure it looked good, and I was happy before I made my bigger purchase. So that was something fantastic that you're probably not going to see from local printers at like Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, things like that. So hopefully today's video helped you out. Both links are in the description box below. I'm not affiliated or sponsored by either of these. So whether you click on these links or not, I don't see any money from that. I'm just putting out there my 2 favorite printers to maybe benefit you in your printing process. But hope you enjoyed today's video, and as always, be sure to create something new today.